goes back and forth here, and you'll see the horns underneath on the forehead are smaller. There's like 3 or 4 of them are smaller, and then like a larger set on the top. And that could just be only a partial, that probably is only a partial transformation. And in the full reptilian form, who knows how far those horns stick out.
I found out that the near-death experience was a ruse, that we're in a net, we're in lockdown. This is not about karma and reincarnation. They reincarnate. This interdimensional reptilian race keeps us in a cycle in the game. We don't get out. We're just cycled around and around. And then it turned out the 3 of them who were here at the time, reptilians, said, yeah, we were hiding in the house when he died, and we grabbed him, and we ate him. Other than the rapes, which, they're collecting, rape is one of the ways they feed, by the way. They call that alien honey. When they're in the process of raping somebody, they are ingesting your energy in that form. They would also cut into his head. They put implants into his nose, into the sinus cavity, into his ears. They would, that way they could monitor or give him the visions and the voices that they wanted him to hear to keep him in this tied in with them state. They can manipulate his dreams, the dreamscape. Then they would also dig into his head. They would extract fluids, spinal fluids. They feed on different organs, body organs. They will use like almost the needles to extract. Now this is all astral. They extract fluids, body fluids. When they ingest people, they're not just eating meat. They are eating. What they're eating is there's memory in our bones. They ingest elements, emotions. All these different things. Otherwise, they could just clone and eat people. Clone and eat and clone and eat. But that's not enough for them. The human body, when they ingest it, they take in much of what we are, or aspects of ourselves, not our true spirit or soul, but they will absorb our essences. So it's not just meat to them. When they extract spinal fluids, which they do from a lot of people, if you have bumps or funny things going on behind your neck or in the back of your head, they sell that. It's synthesized and it is a drug. It's like their cocaine. They transport bodies, body parts, and astral humans to Mars and to Orion, and they traffic in these. It's a big, big commerce. We are their whole life. Orion, Mars, and this, which are their 2 main bases of operation. They come from Orion. Mars they own. They have huge detention centers and huge meat lockers. Most of the people who die are taken to Mars and they have hanging pens where they then kill them again astrally in these hanging pens. I think they probably are raping people while they're getting ready to be hanged, because that is tremendous fear, and they ingest that energy. They will torture little children in front of their parents so that they can get that energy. I mean, there's no depths that this race will not stoop to. They have no compassion, cold and vicious. That's what I say about them.
You also have a friend who you say has a reptilian inside of him.
This is the same man. He got seeded. Many people are seeded. If he's described it as tentacles, almost like tentacles of thought, like these thoughts that are very negative, destructive, will almost like wash over you like a wave. And now he knows what's going on. He saw this thing in his astral vision rise up out of himself and look in his face one night. Very dark. And the ones around him that torture him every night also will put energy into the thing to try to help it grow. If you don't know, every major political, moneyed, power person on this planet has one inside of them, almost virtually every one of them.